and good morning everyone. I am candidate A. The reason I invite you, all of you today to discuss the most important habit for students to perform well in their studies. Nowadays, students must find a more effective way to study, especially during pandemic, which is students need to pay more focus during online class since they need to study from home. Also, as a student, there will be some habits that we can develop to perform well in study. To start our discussion, did any one of you want to present with your point?
Good morning, Candidate A. I am Candidate B, and I would like to start our discussion with my point in order to develop a good habit in study. I think diligence plays a big role in approach students to perform well in their studies. A diligent student will complete all their works on time. Do you agree with me, Candidate A?
Well, I agree with you here. A diligent student will affect their performance in study. From my point of view, good time management is a good habit to help students to perform well in their study. A better time management will help students to divide the works between studies and having personal time. I believe this method will help students to develop skill in manage time in the future. Don't you agree with me, Candidate C?
Good morning to both of you, Candidate A and Candidate B. I am Candidate C. Well, Candidate A, that's a good point, but I also think that being motivated also can help students to perform well in their study. We can rearrange all our schedule in a more motivate direction so that we have plenty of time for us to do other things. In this way, we will not feel tired and more stressed. Besides, it will help students to more understand the subject and reduce the stress while doing their tasks or assignments.
Hello everyone, I am Candidate D and I would like to add something here. Well, I see things rather differently because they already be motivated in themselves, but it is just a useless mind if they do not have any spirit to do so. From my perspective, I personally believe that if they become a more disciplined person, they can perform well to be successful students.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I can really see your point. Would you explain more about your point, please?
What I mean is, as a good student, it is important to gain a good discipline. It can be proved that once a student has a self-discipline, they will make a great plan about how to create steps and strategize it to reach their goals. At the same time, students will take positive bonds with themselves to do their work. Thus, they can overcome any procrastination in their life. As the result, they will get higher rate of the goal achievement, thus get satisfaction with the result of their successful.
You're right. That's a good point. By self-discipline, we can also become excellent students. Similarly, if we motivate our staff, we can build better learning habits, just as we can create a routine plan that we can follow every time we want to learn. For example, we can go out and find specific place and relaxing place for us to study in a calm and comfortable stage.
Well, I don't quite agree with you because if students create a routine plan, but they are not diligent to do it, nothing will change. So for me, diligence play an important role in encourage students to perform well in their studies. What do you think, candidate A?
You could say that. However, not every student can be a diligent because a few students do not like to put all their effort unless if they want to. Well, I guess we already discussed all the point about what students must do to perform well in study. After listening to all of our candidate point of view for today, I agree with point from candidate D because it is true that as a student, we need to be disciplined in everything they do. Don't you agree with me, candidate B and C?
You have my full agreement. As writer Sam Thomas says, self-discipline is about learning to resist, taking action inspired on how you feel, living life by design, not by default. But most importantly, it's acting in accordance with your thoughts, not your feelings. You can make small changes in your life to help you build self-discipline. It sets you up for greater success later on.
That you have explained it like that, I also agree that discipline is the most important good habit that a student needs to achieve their success in studies.
This reminds me about what has been said by Bob Bennett that the discipline you learn and character you build from setting and achieving a goal can be more valuable than the achievement of the goal itself. So that's mean discipline is a main thing that everyone must have in their life to be a better person. I think this is the right time to make a decision. Am I right?
Yes, I think so too. We all agree with candidate D point of view.
Yes, I agree.
To sum up, discipline as the main point to success in study. Let's bring this to the end of this discussion. Thank you for your time to be participate in our discussion today.